Good morning, friend. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the daily webinar. Today we are 3rd of December 2019. Remind you, this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice. This is only an education presentation. Please consider term and condition before you continue and when you're receiving this recording. As well, thank God for another day into my life, and I pray His blessings to that in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so let's start today. Today at 1:30 we have the RBA rate statement. Normally the first week of the month we normally has this in Australia. Australia is reacting as the New Zealand quite positive at the moment. So we'll see what this will cause. We recommended to enter after the announcements, the news, because things can spike up. Last night the market was quite excited and we have very sharp moves at the moment. Um, and yeah. So then after midnight, we have the nothing through the time day. All right, so let's first look the index, see what happens. So as we say, the dollar has a big day down. It seems like it's hitting some kind of resistance. But here, it's just continuing his bouncing back up. So that's one of the good things, about that this tool over here. If people don't want to be so much in and out every single direction, the only thing what I like, maybe part of this tool that I sort of, people can enjoy is that you still can use in your trend lines. Normal trend lines like this one still can, looking at the market every time the market breaks, every time the market does, and every break from there, you're always gonna have some kind of indication. Okay, this is going long now. Here is another sort of kind of long again, long again. But when the market breaks these trend lines and it's in be testing, then we see that the market is changing direction from there. And from that point, we can use in all common sense. The market comes back again, and there it is. Didn't perform quite, but right over there is when the market that has the volatility of the move. And yeah, just for everyone who doesn't want to be into much trouble like me, this is really a very conservative way to you to approach the market, and then every pullback is quite good. This actually in every pullback, these crosses are quite accurate. The way that it is every time the market come back, because this is a point into the market there. The market comes back over here, and there it is, the arrow over there before that even turn. I believe, if you're trading with the direction, you can be do good. Now, when the market enter into consolidation, actually that is a good time, because this is a point. This is definitely a point, it's like if I look, okay, this is my last retracement and this is my last support. So if I would have here a cross up, then I can say the market is going to enter in consolidation. If I have maybe perhaps there and then the market reacts over here, then I could say the market entered consolidation. But then I have my next point over here, and then I can see that the market, even if I look over there, I would not trade that long because I don't have anything to trade alone. But here I'm trading that short. But what is interesting, when the market comes and hits over there, and then, we see that, well, the market has some kind of support. And then we trade the short over there. And then, we're looking and again any of the support. And then we see that the market is doing this kind of support until the market just flew from there. So we're looking to trade long, short from there, and then the market moves in the direction. And as the market moves from there, we can follow now the direction of the break, and that it is. The arrows are quite good in the support and resistance. Looking again over there, the support. Here, it told us about short, but maybe I would consider looking to there and the shortness over there. But overall, the market breaks again, and from that break it makes another support over here, and again we have resistance and support, so it's many different ways to look, and the way that we're looking to trade, um, with the ADX. A very simple way is just look the trend line, look the breakout, and then you trade over there. The market pulls to a level of support or resistance, and that is again over here. So simple, a very simple approach. The market can be there. Once it's that, the market breaks from there, and that is there. Then we got the support over here. Market comes back over there, and that it is another level of support of the golden candle. Um, and you can trade, even this there. At the moment I'm looking just the trend line breakout, very good, nice swing points. I always, one of the real tricks that I have used, in my past, how to consider a very true trend line in my life. It is being, this is actually was, I don't know, because I did have an indicator or something, is a good trend line always gonna present this kind of humps. You see me through all the time, see this kind of humps. This is a very, very good trend line. If we're looking over there, there are two humps. Normally you will see, very, very common over there. So here my first trend line should be that, because that's now my nice hump over there. This is a second hump over here, and from that point the trend line is actually helped me to look a very visual way. So therefore, if the market, breaks from here, so I'm looking until I don't have a hump, a very nice hump, I will not be draw a trend line to consider to trade, so, but then I concentrate in these levels over here, and then the market reacted from there. Here's another nice two humps if you're looking over here, and then I concentrate to trade over there. um, Once the humps, if you think this is going short, once the market falls back again, then, I normally try to react the line, and I look the humps. And this is when you see, yep, this is it. And the market comes back, projects from there, and there we go. So humps is very important before you draw trend lines into the market, because it's really helping us to identify that, like as here, you see we have two beautiful humps over there. That's, quite short humps, but those humps is really, what I'm looking for into trade over there. So I normally, if we're looking through here, I normally try to look that, try to make sense. Okay, here is see a hump over there, hump over here, hump over there, hump over there, and that I consider. Then I look at over there, and this a little hump, but as you see, this always has been my thing in drawing trend lines. Not just to whatever it feels like it, but I need to see those humps over there. So this is a nice two humps, and there we are. This could be a nice trade if we're looking into into that. Look, for example, that trend line, how many beautiful humps. This is when I see this, the people are looking for those lines. This is a real solid line to continue trading short or continue trading long. So here it is, up and down until the market break. Then once the market fails the break, then my next line is over here, and here the retest didn't work. The market goes over there, and that it is. Humps is very important for me when I draw a trend line, not to draw anywhere that I feel like it. And if I would say that, if only I said I want to trade not the breaks but the pullbacks to the golden candle, that's when you see this kind of reactions over here. So here I will be continue looking to that, to going long, because this is what it says this to me over there. All right, so I let the market to break, let it break, but that's the, look how many opportunities from one comes over there. So pullbacks are very, very strong way of trading, and And yeah, so here was a nice break. Looking from there, the ADX as well is telling us that it was good idea to trade over there. So that's the dollar. It has a big reaction, so I'm glad that I didn't. Actually, I didn't. I was too tired when I came home, so I didn't set up anything. So this is looks like now is the move of the week. So we need to see that the US is minus 37 today. The weekly we only have 5 positive, so not really much is gonna happen from there on, isn't it? So we might have new opportunities. The market might change his directions now, but that's a nice sort of consolidate break at the moment. And this one is the first day of the dollar is being quite strong. So now we have a day down. So currencies to trade today could be the euro, the Australian, New Zealand, Swiss, and yen are the positive, and could be opportunities from this move today very easily from now from today. Okay. So that's the dollar. Quite good review for the dollar. We look in gold now, maybe reacting opposite, and not really much. But that's where the at the moment we see. And now, if I look over here, the theory of the humps. I like the line over there. Why? Because I have the hump. All right. Here, no, that's you see. If I look that over here, the market breaks, pulls back over there. So this 250 pip level for me is a very important level. The market might come back, so I don't have nothing yet. So at the moment I continue looking to go the short side because that's what is suggesting me over here. Oil might have, Canadian has a big strong move last night and it's maybe due from last week move on a bearish side. Now if we look in this line, no matter where we doing, um, as we see over here, it is actually immediately my eyes is going. I say no, this is a nice two humps over there. Okay, so but so at the moment, these 250 levels is quite strong. So continue to looking to go long over there, long over here, and maybe we'll continue looking to go long in that. If the market breaks, it pulls back to the line here, then we might have the ABC set up. The weekly is quite bearish. We don't see the oil is really sort of settled their mind on what they want to do at the moment, but that's what is all about it. S&P 500 this has a big drop to date. Don't know whether also we can see anything there. Look in the line chat. It's possible, people are desperate to sell these assets. There, I don't know. So are we somewhere over there? So that's at a quite review point to look. So watch out for any sort of Christmas move for the S&P 500. But that's a big take profit, I believe, at the moment. And immediately, if we're looking at trend line from there, is definitely that's the line that I would be looking for me to there. I have one hump over here, two humps over there, and that's it. So that's a nice trend line to do any trade from there. Okay, so we'll see tomorrow. The next week, we're still looking on the way up at the end of the day. Australian 200, we did have a nice, incredible break, and look what is now is coming back. That is a bit danger, So when you see this kind of volatility, anything can happen. So the only thing I can see there and there, that's a beautiful trend line over here. And wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months and nothing has happened. I guess everyone would be very happy with that move. Now the market retrace. I don't see anything really at the moment, just to leave it alone, and that's it. And the yen is interesting. It looks like to me that wants to change direction. Does have here in the monthly some kind of left shoulder. Is playing around over there in we have quite few the break is here, so I'm looking for the pullback to go long, and that never happened. So that's a good really way of doing. That's my left, and that's my left over here. um, but nothing really I can do at the moment, just plainly wait for the next reaction of here. Okay, the yen at the moment is very strong, and that could help with the yen move over there at the moment. Okay, so on the daily we have Canadian is the weakest currency whatsoever at the moment. Um, and then would be Australia Euro, Canadian, and Canadian Yen. So would be the two to look at in there. So Euro Canadian, and that it is no very, yeah, now. So this is a nice, humps we see over here. So I'm waiting from here whether it's there to go short, because that's the break. That's what the market has break over there. So this is big mess at the moment that we have over here. So now definitely need to change my line over here. I need to put that one over there and just leave it alone if I don't want to get caught up in that. It seems maybe next week we could see something better, but so far maybe is no. It looks like the monthly fin is quite bearish, so we'll see. That's what I mean. Canadian did have a big move last night on a negative side, so everyone's took that opportunity with it. So nothing I can see over there. So Canadian yen, I think is something. There we are. So it seems like the break has continued through here. I can draw a line over there, and definitely it's three humps over there. We have 1, 2, 3 humps, but I would expecting to here to have a break, a pullback to the golden candle over there. So there. So this would be my golden candle, but at the moment we see the market is breaking that golden candle. So it's reacting from here, down, 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 and here, if any chance of going long, this would be my chance to go long. But now for me, this one, it looks sort of on the bearish side over there. Is this maybe a weekly retracement only? It could be that the case with this one over here. Okay, so that's the weekly yeah, sort of kind of retracement that we see here, and with that one over there. So according to our list, this is where we have the list. Canadian, yeah, have that strong move. So Canadian yen it makes sense in the way that that could be, having a good uh, pullback over there. Now, when we see that, where to trade, then you can go to the 5 minute, 1 hour, 15 minutes as well is recommended. So we can see the risk is, 20 pips there, for such a good move. We can put it 3 times 20 pips in the EA, so it will trade, up to 60 pips. Stop loss, but the opportunities is great because of that move over here. If we look at the Fibonacci from there to here, the 1,000 pip levels would be a nice level to target from there, isn't it? All right, and that could be there. And we've been, coming down, 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 down. So now that we have that's now like a beautiful sort of kind of few humps in a one, and that's a new direction over there. We're looking from there, maybe with support, but that's a nice weekly trend line or monthly trend line, could be that. but that's where we are at the moment, and we are in the cross. We got the cross of that that one over here. So yeah, Canadian yen, it looks like makes a lot of sense as the yen is Canadian is very weak on the 30 December. Uh, we have a nice opportunity. So already got into place, waiting for that 50 pips stop loss. I got it, and we're looking for the opportunity there. So that's the move that we have from there. So I don't think so. Pound Canadian could be the both are negative. Canadian is still more negative. So we're looking pound Canadian. I don't like the pounds, but look that one. There is just an incredible break. Everything it shows to the short side over here, and even the weekly was positive with. Oh no, this is pound New Zealand. What am I doing? Pound Canadian. Sorry. There we are. So pound Canadian is on we did have last week sort of kind of reversal. This week is a positive uh, there, and so what we see over there is a nice ABC pullback, and pound Canadian is ready to rock. So here last week we see this one is being quite there. And now on the weekly chart, so the pound Canadian, so that was yesterday, looking the pound crosses. We're looking yesterday, the pound was number 2. So definitely, all the pound crosses, it was into place. So this is the weekly strategy. What the weekly strategy is, I will show a little bit of the end. This is on the weekly candle close. So all these trades are based on the weekly candle close, specifically looking to that. So the yen is, very, very weak. So we're looking to go long. So the moment we have some kind of pullback with the yen on the daily, but that's the direction we should be looking over there. So pound Canadian on the daily looks, yeah, still looking quite okay. And there we are. Just let me answer a little bit. And there we are. Okay. And then we see the U.S. Canadian. It's another one that presents. Both are negative, but the Canadian is more negative than the U.S. And we're looking over there, and there we are. We have a continued pullback. The market now, what is this one? That was just there, and this one would be over here. So that's the next pullback. We have a positive day, and last week it was not very good in the 4 hours. So we look in the 1 hour, and there could be an entry today. Now, one thing I don't like this move is about because New Zealand, Canadian is weak, New Zealand and Australian are strong. Normally, the commodity currency has the same strength. So, because if we're looking to go long with the New Zealand US and Australian US, we're looking to go short with the US Canadian. But the US Canadian now is actually not quite very interesting. That could be a weekly pullback. And from here it's showing us to look for longs, longs, and longs. So yeah, keep in mind that, and when you open the trades for this one, because one of these two are incorrect. So we look in New Zealand. New Zealand has been having a quite interesting strength move. We're looking in here in the index over there. Um, New Zealand has been, since 2 weeks ago. In the middle of that, it just came straight through, jump over there, and now it's going in a very, very strong sort of kind scenario there. So New Zealand US indicators to looking to go long, and that's what I mean. This is says long normally goes the opposite way. But what can we do? And there it is. So huge move already has happened. The beginning of the week. So now what I done is here with this, I'm looking to go long on the 1 hour time frame, but I put this one as my entry for now, because that's a huge move. Now, if I entry sometime, somehow today, I will set up a very small stop loss because this is too much. This is look last week, the New Zealand US, it was just playing games everywhere. And suddenly yesterday, gap up, never come back to close the gap, and it just went boom, straight through. So New Zealand, it isn't a happy move at the moment, and we'll see what. Yeah, it's a big bar now up um, at the end of the day with this one here. New Zealand was on a positive in the weekly, so I guess following the positive there, that it just took me through there. New Zealand yen, where are you? Again, so that's going to the big side at the moment. So that's the target for this one because we got a break, come back, and that's from that. But it's just the volatility is being quite strong in this one. All right, New Zealand US, we got at pound New Zealand, so that's the one we were looking before. Is the pound New Zealand? Yeah, pound actually is weak, which is doesn't. Here we're looking at a strong pound there, but pound New Zealand is going opposite of the weekly strength. So that's the weekly as we look at over here. So we're looking over there, but suddenly decides, no, we're coming down now. So there we are. It's I don't think so. You're missing much by not trading this currency here. The good thing here we're looking, that's the November low, November high on the monthly. So we got a break. That's fine. From here, what we can do is wait for the pullback to the golden candle, and that could be a good indication. Now wait for the ABC already. We see the short over there. Now, John is here. I don't know if you have seen this indicator ADX color, and we have ADX cross. These arrows is actually this crosses over here on the D minus and the D plus, and this is momentum behind it. One of the cool things of this tool is that when you see a blue color over there, it means that the market will go up. Every time the market pulls is the yellow line. So retracements are yellow, and once the market breaks, there we are. The market changed the color, and then we have. At the beginning of the webinar, I was explaining that when the market breaks and pulls back, then we start see the color of the direction. And when the market pulls over here, we look in the yellow area there. So every time the market pulls is on the yellow zone. So we don't do nothing until we have a break there. And with the direction over here, right in the day when everything says, yeah, it's time to trade. The market pulls back again, yellow area. So yellow area is only time to draw your trend lines and get ready for the whatever direction is gonna break, and that is the break. What do you reckon, John? That's a nice toy, I say, but that's how it works over there. So you know, kind of sculpting the market very nicely. Looking, I like that in the daily time frame over there. So yellow area over there. So what is mean yellow area is just, okay, where is my trend lines? So draw trend lines over there through here. Once the market breaks, look how long it takes. It forms the first ABC from that break, and there it is. So another nice move. Yellow area is coming. So we don't know what's going to happen in the yellow area. We only know that all rejection points. We need to draw the lines, and wait for the break, and that it is. This is a very cool, when Anthony was looking for something like that, I believe his automation would have come out of here, isn't it? This is a very nice way of looking, consolidation, and from there. There's another yellow area. So in the yellow areas, what we try to look is connecting all rejection points, all rejection points. That's really only what I do here, and wait for this guy. So here we got a short. So we look in the short, but suddenly the market breaks on the way up, and that's the long from here. So we don't argue with what the here is telling us. We only trade in the direction. So all this time here we were looking in the short and the short and the short. No big volatility. So now we have a definite break. If we're looking from there, now we have a break. So we can trade, still trading today the breakout over here, or wait for the pullback as the market is there. So that's the ADX there. This is in the weekly time frame as well, which is sometimes could be a bit slow, but on the daily works quite nice over there. So pound New Zealand, and then New Zealand yen will be the next one, as the New Zealand is more strong than the yen. So if I look New Zealand yen today, I don't think so I have that trade in there. That it is already gone from here. So there is the trick over here. Yellow area is time to draw your trend lines. So whatever rejection points we have available, and wait for the break. That's the break over here, and that it is the trade. Okay, so that's how simple is this tool to look at it, and wait for the indication of those breaks over there. All right, next one. So it's already gone. This one, I think we're still carrying the weekly strategy with the New Zealand yen. I know this one's, it was another New Zealand that we did have with this one over here. Euro New Zealand. So New Zealand is still more stronger than the euro. So still looking, see if there is anything over there. And now this is already got it into there. So that's this breaks from here, pull back, another break, and it's just continue Euro New Zealand. Amazing. I got a stop out somewhere over here. I think it entered over there in my account, and this take me off, and I didn't bother to re-enter it. Look, now it's going quite nice. So it's been, yeah, it hasn't been quite nice, but that's the run we have with that one. In New Zealand is strong. Now we are in 1,000 pip levels. Maybe it wouldn't be no good idea to get into that level, as the market is being used in the 1,000 levels. Numbers are very important with this one over there. Okay, so Australia, New Zealand, we don't trade. New Zealand, Swiss either. So here the only one we're looking is US Swiss. So here is estimate to looking to go short according to the strength on this one. And wow, this is quite strong. I was looking here to go long, as here indicate me that. So, but nothing is. So the yellow, that's mean that stay away. Just draw your trend lines, and that's all. Now here, this is my rejection point, so don't have nothing. I don't like that's actually the only Swiss cross we are looking at the moment, and that's it. Okay, so then the U.S. present us today with a weakness. So if I look the dollar here, still on this one, still flat, but here we got it. So when we look in the dollar chart, there. There it is. So we're still on a level kind of support at the moment. And here it hasn't indicated us yet anything there. So it's no action as we don't trade. One of the good things is the yellow area is you get the dips, the pullbacks over there. Uh, um, every time the market dips is because it comes to the pullback. So this yellow area is telling us it may be this a pullback over here. So we don't know really what it is. But never mind, Australia, US. Now we got a 1:30 announcement for the some announcement for the Australia. So it would be recommended not to take action after the news has show up. Now Australian US, we're looking to go long, and every time I'm looking to go long with Australia US, I'm looking to go short with the US Canadian, and there it is. So I did set up to go long with this one, with the Australian US. It could happen, it could not happen, but like I said, the news is about to come later. It can work at the moment and you benefit or no, but yeah, it's at 1:30, I think it says. The interest rate will be come from there, but here actually suggesting me stay away. Now, what this one, the reason it says to us stay away is because after such a big move like that, the market is still looking to go short because of that move over there. Now, if we're looking at this setup over here, and remember the yellow area, it means every time you have the yellow areas mean, okay, draw the trend line. So we go looking for the pullbacks, the drawing the trend lines. Every rejection points has, there. So that is the yellow area only indicates to do this over there. Now wait for the break. So there is a break. If the break matches the index mid over there, so I take the break and then it will just stop me out at the end of the day. Again, enter to the yellow area over here. So I already got my break. I already got into, this is my first leg of the break. And then what I do from there is set up there waiting for that, and that it is the pullback, and that it. Now the yellow area comes back again now after such a big move. What could I expecting over there? That's a pullback. So the yellow areas, I mean, do not open the trade. Don't look to the left or do anything crazy. Wait for that, and that it is the blue area over there. Back again over there, and a small profit over here. So yellow area, we enter back again. So the only thing we do, looking for that, and then now we have, so this move is the first leg of that break. So that's why we here, it doesn't suggesting us. So there's a good way to stop overlooking, and just follow there. So what this one is suggesting that maybe we'll have a day down over there, but we don't know until tomorrow, or maybe until the news, and then we can take some actions for that. So at the moment it seems like it's getting, the Australia and the New Zealand are getting stronger, but we just need to wait and see for that one, that one more day. All right, so Australian US, Euro US and US yen would be the next ones to look. So the same thing. So as you see over here, so what this one is suggesting us, really the tool over there, we got the first break, that was the yellow area, draw the trend lines, that's the break. We can trade the break, but as well we can leave that break alone and come back, and you see we can leave that one alone because that's the first break over there, and here we come. And that's when the signals start showing up, and here the same thing is suggesting us that this one may be a pullback into that. So we're just waiting and see what happened. So like I said, is weekly is very strong over there, but here is what is suggesting us at the end of the day. Okay, US yen. Now US yen is coming down at the moment. I think I saw before. Now it's going up, but the daily was there. But when we're looking over here, what this one is telling us, stay away. All right, so that's all it says to us. Stay away, stay away. And every time the yellow area, you can say, even if you don't do absolutely nothing from there, you said, okay, I'm just stay away and actually waiting for a nice break, waiting yellow area, a nice break again, yellow area, do nothing, and a nice break again from there, and that it is. So here is still looking the direction of what we see over here. All right, and from there we can just wait. So that's really a good way, because otherwise you would be trading everywhere that you see a trade, and sometimes that if you have time to do that, that would be a good thing. Right. So after that, Australia, I would not place a trade until 1:30, 2:30, maybe. Yeah, waiting even London time, and then look for trade after that. The pound maybe has just a retracement against the weekly over here, and yeah, so that could be a good way to just to wait over there. So wait for the Australia to the currencies, and I'm looking Australian US and Australian yen, but I'll see over there. All right, my friends, that would be the only thing for today. So big moves yesterday. I'm glad that I didn't even, just being and I have to do something yesterday, so I did not have time to look at it. And even sometimes, I have heard a lot of people that actually Monday they don't looking, to trade. They trade on Tuesday to Thursday, and not even Friday, which is, quite nice idea. Good idea anyway. But one thing I like it with this tool that we have over here, if you want to really be a passive trader, you don't want to get involved in every way of the market. This really is telling us. One thing I have observed very often, if you, for example, say, I just don't want to trade all the time, but you want to, just, you know, take that the you know, take the direction over there. So remember that we say the yellow area is only telling us one thing. Start drawing trend lines. So whatever we have, drawing, that's always looking to the left to the previous highest point, and drawing trend lines. At that point, I would be expecting, oh, the market is coming here to do a buy, and that's it. That's all we do over there. But suddenly on this ABC, look what we have. Even before that, right in that, we could say that was a breakout trend line. And then, if you miss that break, that's fine. Then the next opportunity is on the yellow area, which is by that time, you could say, you know, we're waiting for a pullback. And as soon the red areas, start showing us the direction of the market, it breaks over here. Now we got again another yellow area. So that's, as you see, this one doesn't pick this sharp move against the trend. It's always conservative looking, the direction over here. We never have a signal until there where the market is says no, the market is continue on the way down. Another yellow area over there, looking for a retracement, and we got a small move over there, a yellow area over there, and once you see now rejection points is forming everywhere, then it's just wait for the date that here is telling us. It's a very visual, especially if the index mira is showing us and those data over there, that's your trade over there. And if the good thing that if you are in the yellow area, you don't looking to trade, you're looking, okay, what the market is doing, and that it is bouncing up, bouncing up, bouncing up, bouncing up, and that's where it is going. It's a quite interesting tool there. So simple. This one was the last blue, sort of red and blue, red and blue. So the only thing is draw your trend lines in that moment. Draw the trend lines wherever we can draw it over there, and that's it. So that's the last over there. Here we got a sort of kind of not clear. There was a blue, but it was not clear. They sign up over there. But then we have the first red start showing up over there. So when that first red showing up, we look in the golden touch, and we're looking for the moment this thing stays. So here will be a short move. The market stop you out. That's fine. But right over there is when we have a completely different sort of kind of setup, and from there market. Here it retrace. So the yellow area side is we're looking only for retracement. We're looking the pullback, and that it is a red zone again. So this one really can keep us on a kind of smack us in our hands not to touch when we not should be touching, and that's the red zone again on that trend line breakouts, and that is a nice move, isn't it? So yellow area means what? Do nothing. Once we got the color, we got everything, put it into stop loss in the top, and then come back and pick the money. Another yellow area over here, what is telling us? Draw your support and resistance lines. Keep it over there, wait for the break. Blue, bang. So it can really, take you by the hand not to invent trade. This is a little yellow over there. This is another one, pull back over here. There it is. Another yellow area over here. So what the yellow area is suggesting us, draw your trend line. So there it is. Draw over here. Draw over there. Put it a line over here and wait for the break. Who cares what happened inside the patterns, isn't it? As long we have the moves, and from here you can put the E8, and that's it. Enjoying life, and let the other ones take all the headaches of in life. So I love it that every time you come to the yellow, you just looking your lines, looking what could happen, what couldn't happen, and then just wait for the move over here. So it can keep you for a long time without trading, which is, I guess, it's a good idea anyway. So that's a nice consolidation. The market breaks, red, red, that's your move. The secret of trading is always consolidation. So this is another yellow area. So yellow area is suggesting us, draw your trend lines. Draw your trend lines. The market breaks, no there, maybe over here, and then you have your trade. And then you do just, there you are. All right. So who like the yellow? Yellow means passion, and blue and red means action. Is that a good idea? So yeah. So once the market runs, just wait for the market to come back, and there it is. That's why you don't see now much too many trades, is coming from there. It's just because, if yellow say, wait, we wait. And then from there, we take an action from there. All right. So we see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. God bless you. Cheers and bye.